Hello folks, how are you doing today? I thought I would come on and see how you all are and how are you surviving in this madness, as there's something new every day, isn't there? Yeah. But we all know, obviously, don't we, that what you see and what you hear on the mainstream media can't always be trusted. Because as we develop as awakened souls now, so does our intuition. Because it's in, you see. Now, I'm discovering that everything is in. So when my antennae kick off, there's usually something to look into a little bit further. And knowledge is power. In a good way, internally, I mean, in our power. Because it directs us to the truth. And that's all I deal with. And that's all we all, deal with as well. So, yeah, this is what we've all come here to do. So, I have learned that what I see and hear and read can't always be trusted, and I used to knee-jerk post it and go along with the flow and do what other people tend to not be doing at the moment, which is not thinking for myself. So as we progress and we grow spiritually, this also grows too. So yeah, obviously when I heard the poor, the dog situation, I was crying because, like yourselves, I'm a pet owner, and I've got a dog as well, and we're a nation of animal lovers, aren't we? Because we've got hearts, and we've got critical thinking, and we've got eyes to see and ears to hear. So I was really upset about that. I was crying. I was like, what if that happened to my dog? Wouldn't that be awful? Because you put yourself in that situation. Because we're empaths, aren't we? We empathise with situations, with pain. We can feel the suffering. We don't like injustice, everything else. But we could also see the truth. And it was pointed out to me to not really take everything on face value. So I was like, what do you mean? And I looked at it, and I looked at it, and nothing was said, but I looked into it. And I just came up with a few little things, guys. And it's terrible what's happened. And let me say this right now. There's no way I am saying what happened should have happened regarding the poor animals. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's more to this than meets the eye. And I'll go into what I've found briefly, and I'll just show you where I'm tending to look now for the truth. And that is etymology, which is the breakdown and the root words of all words. And also gematria, which breaks down words into numbers. Gematria is a code. It's not a code. Well, it decodes. There's Jewish gematria, Hebrew gematria, and simple gematria. Okay, so when we type a word into the search engine, it will come up with other words that have the same geometrical value or numerical value, right? They all add up to the same number. And this is used a lot for decoding messages, for decoding what the narrative tends to go along with. And also, I mean, the constellations in themselves, have you ever heard the saying, it's written in the stars? And we're like, yeah, whatever. Well, it truly is written in the stars. And a lot of the mainstream media are told what to say, as we know. And a lot of it is governed by this in relation to, have you ever heard, oh, Mars is in the such and such, and they always plan a WAR around this event in history, that sort of thing. Well, there's things like that do happen. There are constellations up there that do act as guides and timelines and measuring sticks. And we know that there's rituals that happen. And we know that there's a lot of dark arts that go on behind the scenes, and which we will probably never get to the bottom of. And I don't really want to go into it either. But all I'm saying, guys, is there's more to things than meet the eye. As you'll all have known and seen, the anniversary of the very prominent lady of the land, should we say, before she passed. Do you remember when there was CGI in the carriage? And people were waving, thinking, oh, that's her in the crowds. But there's a lot of CGI, there's a lot of photoshopping, there's a lot of things going on, technology that we are blind to, really. And I don't know what's gone on with these poor animals. This is not the issue. So please, please do not think that I am dismissing this or what's gone on or whatever. I'm not even blaming anybody. I'm not doing anything whatsoever, right? I'm an animal lover. And if that was me, well, it's heartbreaking. We know it's heartbreaking. And it's also an emotional pull that plays on the heartstrings of people, and quite rightly so. When things happen in the news, people get emotionally wrapped up in it, and they get swept along, and this is what happens. Now, there's a lot that's happened, and I've lost my train of thought, but there's a lot that's happened, and there's a few little things that I've noticed, right? So please bear with me. And all the purpose of this is to just, as we developed, it's to, you know, we're all sharing information, we're all trying to help each other along. And this is just what I personally find helpful to me. Yeah. Etymology and Gematria is the way to go. If it's on the headlines, if it's on the box on the wall, just check out the headlines, check out the main words. It's like this Nicola Booley psyop, you know, bully, you know, just investigate, guys. There's a lot that can be found, okay? Right. So this is what I go on, just to find the truth, that's all. So I'll just turn the camera around because it's a little bit easier if I show you rather than explain it. That's okay. Okay, so I didn't find this out till a couple of weeks ago. As I say, this poor guy, that's happened to him, this is not the issue. I'm removing this poor guy out the equation and the dogs. I'm not looking at that, right, guys? I'm looking at what's behind it, okay? Because we know that things are far more deeper than we know, yeah? Now, what struck me, or what do you see? Obviously, we see the bull in the surname, don't we? Bull, Baal, if anybody understands that. The Baal system. Now, what does that say? Bearing in mind, this was it the day after the Corona nation? So that strikes me as a little bit strange, okay? Okay, right. If I can just put the camera down here, I'll try. Okay, let me try. Okay, so we've got the headlines, haven't we? We've got the headlines. And we've got the name. We've got the age. 4 and 6 adds up to 10. We know what's in 10. Man charged. Well, I won't go into every single word, but charged is chaos, Bobby, hero, don't have to pledge the oath. No, omit that one. I do apologise. What I meant by that was, do you remember when they encouraged people to take the pledge? Do you remember? Now, what if, as we know, with media, they broadcast the news, they broadcast events, they broadcast spelling. What about if they get people to talk about it on social media, about what that actually means? So as everybody's typing and sharing posts about the guy's name, what about if subliminally that's what they want? So bear that in mind. It's great, you know, isn't it? Having this technology. Huh. But you know what, guys? We've got the internet. We really have got the internet. We should make use of it while we can. Right, we've also got dangerous dog was in the news, wasn't it? Dangerous dog. Poor dog, wagging the tail. Yeah, wherever. Right? Dangerous dogs. Okay, right. The debate about whether they were dangerous or not is not on this here. This is not the issue. As I say, guys, just please bear with me, okay? It's not working. Right, okay. Right, so we've got dangerous dog in Gematria, right? Okay, so all we do is we just scroll down and you get the same value words that come up. So in Jewish Gematria, we've got 538. So all the words that come up. Not much really to shout about there. Right. Okay, so we've got a value now. The middle value here is English Gematria 780. You can check this yourselves, guys. Bear with me. Right. Can you see what I see here coming up? So just bear these in mind, that's all. There's a lot going on, really. I'd love to edit these videos, but I'm not that technical. Okay. Bear with me, guys, right? Okay. Well, I had before, maybe I should have put an S on the end. Let me change that to dangerous dogs. Do that again because there was more than one. And also, guys, we're in the age of Aquarius as well. And that came up before. Okay, so dangerous dogs. We got it again, have we? Right. Well, let's leave that one to one side for a minute. Bearing in mind, bit of long-winded way to describe it, but I just wanted to show you, that's all. Okay, we've got the screaming banshee woman, yeah? Right. So this is for woman. What do we have here? Gates of hell opened. Okay. I might have to edit this, guys, because it's a little bit of a long-winded. But here we go with the English gematria is 420 for woman. And we've got okay. We've got the golden age. We say we're in the golden age. Yeah, definitely that D and end in S one, yeah? We've got going on at the moment. Trying to enforce this, that, the other. Right, okay, let's come at that one. Okay. Right, get rid of the woman. She was too much of a screechy scream. That was put on, that. Who didn't think that was put on? I don't know. That screech. That wasn't natural. At all. Right, where did it happen? Tower Hamlets. Tower Hamlets. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Tower Hamlets. Didn't Shakespeare write Hamlet? Or was that a different? Okay, right, so we've got decode and righteous the plumb line. Tower Hamlets. Who created gematria? Spirit of Jesus. Come hell or high water. Off with their heads. There's a lot of things here that you could really think something of that's not really there. But, you know, we've got a few little words here. And as I go on, you'll realise that there's a few words that really you think, why? Why is there that many coincidences? We've got the Great Awakening. That's what we should be looking at. Great Awakening. This is what I'm experiencing, the Great Awakening. Because if I hadn't have woken up, like all you guys, you wouldn't find out these things. This shit is not funny. No, it's not, is it? It ain't. That's for sure. Oh, look. There's Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, Mark. You all right, lad? Zombie virus. Constellations. See the constellations? We've got a canine constellation up there as well at the moment. Just thought I'd tell you. Mass shooting. Oh, Putin, you get everywhere. We've got quite a few. Oh, look. Wow. So this comes under Tower Hamlet with the gematria value of 159. Oh, well. I'll just leave you to see. I'll just leave you to see. You see, I've done it before. I've posted things right on Facebook, knee-jerk things, and that's what they want. What if I was to say, just let's put it as a different way. Pretend we are a big, as we know, we're made up of up to 70% water, you know, the Earth's water. What if we pretend we're water, right? Now, water's very powerful, isn't it? It's very heavy. It's very dense. It's very powerful. And it's strong, isn't it? It carries a lot of weight. Yeah. Now, of us who are of the same mind and of the same thinking, that's powerful. Now, what would be pleasurable to try and break this power up, do you think? Because, like, we have locks, canals, streams, you know, the water just branches off, doesn't it? It just finds its way, and it's like a release because there's too much of the water that's built up. There's too much. It's getting powerful, isn't it? And it can cause a lot of damage. So they find their own way in canals and streams. Now, as we know, there's a lot of divide. They'd like divide. You know, they've done it for years with religion, with the colour of your skin. I mean, it's even language. I mean, you know, what a good way to try and break down communication skills is to start off by, when the countries are developing, teach all different languages so we can't communicate universally, you see. It's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, they're very clever. So what a good way to try and divide us as well. Because by now we know, and we've been telling everybody else, don't watch the mainstream media. Don't listen to everything you've been told. So what do? We do it. And sometimes we post things that we should have really thought about or looked into. So we're learning, aren't we? We're learning. But when it's all over the national and international news and all over the papers, guys, come on, you've really got to question it. Really got to question it. You know, we're not thick, because we've seen through all this for over 3 years. Over 3 years, you know, and, you know, one would think that we should be maturing in our abilities to grow by now. And especially when we're the voices that speak up. So the voices that speak up, we've got to really know what we're saying. You know, we can't just spread misinformation, can we? But when you look at it in black and white from websites here, this isn't misinformation, okay? So we need to be a little bit more intuitive, a little bit more wise, and use our gift of discernment, because that's priceless. That's really going to see us to the end. Because if we get swamped with these distractions along the way, then we're not reaching our full potential and power, are we? And that's important. It's important. So yeah, we've got the Tower Hamlet. It also says as well, do you want me to get back to that? It says direct descendant of King David as well. The birth date of Turnbull is 13th of 676 it had. Now when you add all those numbers up together, that's 10. But it's the Gemini star sign. So astrologically, the Gemini is twins, represents the twins, 2. And we had 2 dogs, didn't we? So do you want me to carry on with this? Let me have a little look. My cat's dying to go out, so please excuse the meowing. No, no pets are harmed in this filmmaking. I shouldn't have said that, but it's absolutely disgraceful when you think, we'll never know the truth, guys, will we? We'll never know the truth. That's why we need to use our discernment and dig for ourselves, because everything we've learnt has to be unlearned because they've just told us lies in school. Right, so let's see. So yeah, we've got the Great Awakening there, which is fantastic. I've got those, unfortunately. You couldn't make this up, could you? So search, search, search. Well, you've got breath in your body. So that's Tower Hamlets. We go on and on. Go on and on and on. Which one did I find the most alarming? Oh, okay. So this guy's due to appear in Snare's book Court on the 6th of the 6th. And I looked at Snare's book. There was nothing for Snare's book, but snare. Do you know what snare means? It means to trap. It means a trap, guys. And snare in online etymology, snare. Well. What does that say? You couldn't believe it, could you? So, what did the poor dogs around have around the neck? A noose, a cord, smear, twisted rope. One is entangled or entrapped. Got different connotations for the word. Ensnaring, to trap. Like they were trapped in the corner, cornered. But who knows? Maybe we've been trapped. Who knows, guys? All I'm doing is I'm just pointing out what I've found, that's all. And then anything that comes up in the future, etymology and gematria is a tool that can be used to guide you when your instincts and your discernment tell you that something's not quite right. So we've got this here, bearing in mind this is the day before, guys, yeah? So we've got gematria here, 273, Jewish gematria. So we've got that one, yeah? There we go. This is under the name of the gentleman that had a hat on. The age of Aquarius we're in. Oh, look. Sleepy Joe. Windows. A lot of windows on there, wasn't there, when it was filmed? Was it apartments? Oh, interesting. Oof. Oh, look. There's been a lot of solar flares lately. Oh, look. We know that operation, don't we? What was, rushed at great speed, guys. We are a movement, but we won't be divided. Because we'll get to the truth, guys, okay? We won't fall for it. It's what we want. Okay? So that's just that one. And another interesting one, because I won't keep you, because if we can go, it's absolutely, there's lots. There's lots, guys. So, you know, as I said, this is not any slight on anybody whatsoever. Okay, so please believe me. Yeah, this is not intended to cause any trouble whatsoever. I'm just showing you because my intuition kicked off, and I'm showing you what I've found. So what was the poor dog's name? Okay. Right. And these are the names that come up with it, with the geometric value. Okay. So not all of them there is the simple, but this Jewish one, they're all 250, right? You get me, guys? There's something not right, is there? No. I put in the geometric value for this name here. And look what comes up. Isn't this the other dog? Both of the same geometric value of 504 and 84. You understand why I did this, guys? Not to cause trouble at all. Kronos, the god of time, stuck in the matrix in this time. So that's what we get with that name. Let's go up to the top and just put the other name in, yeah? Okay. As I say, guys, this isn't any made up. This is just me merely showing you what that can be done to get to the bottom of the intuition if it kicks off. Or you can look at something else if you like. So this is the other dog, yeah? So here we are here. Now, the Jewish gematria value is 268. And what did we have before? For the family crest. Again, I'm not saying it's him, I'm saying what they have coded it to be. So we've got the family crest says that. And then we've got Gematria for that dog. And then we've got that, yeah. Females. That was interesting, that one. Okay, so you get my drift, yeah? You get me drift, guys, yeah? I mean, where can you go with this? There's the golden age. Come on. Golden age. The awakened ones see through all their eyes. Oh, look. Politics. 103. Bridge closed. Oh, look. So, if you want to get on that, guys, you might find out a little bit more for yourself. And you might be coming on and seeing what you found out. But you could look at anything. Anything. Let's look at something else. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the other psyop we had. Yeah? Well, that's just my opinion. Because again, all the photoshops. Well, okay, so we've got that name. Yeah? Okay. I haven't had a look at this actually. To be honest with you, I haven't had a look at this. This is new to me. Did you go missing on Friday? Oh, the Emerald City. Wouldn't it be nice to know that when we die, that we don't die anyway? That we'll go somewhere lovely, eh? It's got to be better than this. It's got to be better than this, guys. Come on. Oh, look. Why would that be under that funicular pulley? You can't make this shit up, can you? What's he doing there? Yeah. Oh, look. Bye-bye, Philly. Unbelievable, isn't it? Who are you? Who are we? 2 suns. Interesting. Is that the black sun as well? The beginning and the end. The alpha and the omega. Oh, look. You wouldn't believe. Oh, look, this has just come up now, honestly. I haven't seen this. This is under Nicola Bully. Oh, you're kidding me? I better get off here, guys, before I get into trouble. Hadn't I? But you get me drift, don't you? So you can understand now why I don't just quickly post things anymore regarding. Well, basically, we're just doing the job for them. We're just doing the job for them if we just post what we see on the news. And the other day there was somebody posted, and yet again, you know, I'm not vilifying anybody at all because I've done it. I'm just saying now that as we grow with time, we just see these things more clearly, like they come up quicker. That's all, but nothing special. And a post came up about, oh, I know what it was, euthanize, the plans in the future to euthanize our pets. And it was Stu Peters on Will Say No More. He was born on April the 1st, not that it matters, but I just thought I'd tell you. And he used to be a rapper, 2012, I think it was. The video he's got on YouTube, if you want to know, it wouldn't be under his name. But yeah, he used to be a rapper and a bounty hunter, which is absolutely fine. But there was a guy that was explaining this, and he was basically putting the fear of death into people. Now, people would take that as, oh, fear porn, they're coming to take the pets. Oh, they've shot 2 dogs and they're doing this. Oh my gosh, and they're going to come and it's all going to be bird fluid. Oh gosh. So you can understand, can't you? Right? So I had a little look because that wasn't sitting right with me. So I just had a quick look, that's all. And I just looked on the W website. Now, it states on there that their plan that they would like, obviously that's what they like, and what's going to happen is, not always the same. But it was to reduce meat or stop meat altogether as a planned proposal in pet food, to get pets onto a plant-based diet. Yeah. A few leaves, a bit of grass, they'll be all right, But, so that wasn't quite coming to kill our animals, was it? Yeah. So again, just check these things, guys, and we'll get to the truth. The quicker we get to the truth, the less time we'll waste, isn't it? And how laughable really is, from their point of view, looking down on us that are aware and awake and can see the truth, they must be having quite a laugh, really, because we've fallen for all the videos of the things going on. And it's not quite like that, is it? As I can just demonstrate for you, there are others. I can go into others. Do you want to have a look at Taser? It's not quite as it seems, you see. And we don't want to fall into the trap, the snare, do we? We don't want to be tricked. A lot of people are intolerant about the people that have been tricked, but we're just doing the same, just falling right into the snare. Yeah. So let's put in Taser. Okay. What do we get for Taser? Okay. So the same gematria is 276. Oh, look. First one. Taser. Deception. And that, my friends, dog on a leash. You can't get much more than that. Taser in gematria is dog on a leash. Really? Tears. I shed tears. I was broken-hearted when I saw what happened. And that's another thing. Why are they so graphic with their videos lately? Do you think they're desensitizing us to violence, to our future generation, to the children that are watching these monstrosities on TikTok, and people are sharing them? You're spell casting for them. That's all you're doing when you share these things. You're spell casting. You're doing the job for them. Do you see? Do you see what you're doing? Taser, pooping. You can't get more than that, can you? Dog on a leash. Let's see what... There's some other words come up in a minute. Let's just finish this bit off. Oh, look. I am being mind read. What's prevalent at the moment, guys? You couldn't make this shit up, could you? You really couldn't. You could not. Right. I could go on and on and on now. I'm just going to go on one more word, I think. Now, okay, too much of a coincidence, or don't be silly, Michelle. It's only a few words. What about Limehouse? Sorry for making you dizzy. Limehouse. Isn't that the place? It's on the news, on the headlines I looked at before. Limehouse. Limehouse. Oh, day after the coronation. The king is coming. Star sign. Apartment. What were those? They have apartments there with all the windows that it was filmed against. Are there any more films of that, by the way, or is it just the one? Is it just the one from a different angle? Was it actually filmed on that particular day? That particular time? You know? Again? Now, why is that connected to Limehouse? Can anybody see that? Aquarius. I think we did this before, actually, so it must be the same number as something else. Well, we could look at dog. It's fascinating, isn't it? It can't be all coincidences, surely. So we've got God. Is it the real creator? Or is it the God that they've created? This is the difference, you see, the religious God. Taking all authenticity and all the truth away from our history, because it's his story. I'm fake. Could go on and on and on. It's not that much in that one, actually, but I think that is basically it. Let's have a look at one more and then that's it. Thanks for bearing with me, and as I say, this isn't to cause any offence at all or to discredit anything or anybody. I want to make that clear, okay? All I'm doing is looking behind. What are they up to? Why is it all over the news? Why is it all over BBC? Why is it all over the papers? Why is it that one video, guys? What is going on? So, we've got shot dead. Gematria value. Titanic, Omicron. It's all fake. We're living in an illusion, guys. We need to see the truth of everything. This is deep, 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 deeper than we'll ever know. And we can't be tricked. We can't be led into the snare and be led into the trap. Because they've got us then, haven't they? Aren't we supposed to see through the lies? See the truth? I mean, it's that company there. I mean, it's bad, isn't it? Red pill. take the red pill or the blue pill. And the matrix. So, there you have it, guys. I hope that's been okay. I just wanted to come on and go through that with you. Because there are a lot of things going on that we don't know about, but when you get deep into it, apparently they use these codes and these geometric values, and etymology is the way to go. As I say, it goes to any root words and you can find out. It just gets you, it's like it gets you to the core quicker. Do you know what I mean? So if you come across something that you're a little bit suspicious of, you're not feeling the genuine, there's something not right. There's just something not right about it. It can't be right, this, can it? So I'll put this one in, right? So, and then these are the things that come up. Well, obviously we know that. Multi-billion, trillionaires, I suspect. Again, you know? I don't know what's going on, guys, but I think we've had this one before. Something's not right, is it? Something's not right. When you've got the family crest of, and it says that, think of all the times people are posting that name. How many times have you posted that? And that's what it means. Is that what you're saying? You don't know it, but maybe subliminally, that's what they want you to do. Yeah? So, that's all I'm saying, guys.